Well, talk about the timing. Just ahead of Mother's Day, a new report finds it's getting tougher to be a mom in the United States compared to other countries. The U.S. places 33rd on Save the Children's Annual Mothers Index, dropping 2 spots from last year. The scorecard says Norway is the best country to be a mom, while Somalia ranks last. The report rates 179 countries based on 5 factors, including maternal health, education of mothers, and the overall political status of women. This is we are learning that moms got a raise this year. From cleaning up to taking the kids to soccer practice, quote, Insure.com finds if you paid somebody to do what moms do around the house, it would come close to about $65,000 a year. What? That's up nearly 4% from 2014. First of all, I'm always offended when I hear people say, do you work or do you stay at home? Honey, look, when I'm at home with my kids, I work far harder at home than I do here. In fact, I come to work to rest up most days.
Me too. Monday comes around, I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God I can go to the office and relax.
So God bless them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had a problem with the money.
$65,000. I got a scooter thrown at me this morning. That's worth a hell of a lot more than $65,000. I feel like I need $1 million a month just for doing what I'm doing. I mean, look, I don't even know what to say about this. $65,000 is a lot of money. It is a drop in the bucket compared to what most mothers do on a daily basis and what they deserve to get paid.
I understand where they're coming from and trying to monetize, quantify the value.
But you just can't do it.
It is the old commercial line. It is priceless. You can't put a number on it. And I think it's really stupid of them to try to do so. We know the importance of mothers. We know the importance of fathers and the family. What we should be doing in this country, it seems to me, is talking about the family a lot more than merely mothers or merely fathers. We need to start talking about how to rebuild the American family. To the degree that focusing on these issues helps in that regard, I'm excited about it.
I think that most mothers would probably be responding. That's not why they're in it. They're not in it to earn a dollar amount. I mean, I don't mean to sound cheesy, but I have 2 babies under the age of 2 years old right now, and there's no breaks for that job. But it's the most rewarding thing in the whole world. So, you know, trying to put a dollar amount on this, I think, is just a little. You know, somebody's trying to have fun.
I would say this, yeah. I mean, it will drive that sort of guilt among those people who might not get Mom a Mother's Day card this year, though, right? I mean, there is some monetary benefit, I guess, to talking about this if you're like a card holder or something, if you're selling cards for Mother's Day. What are your thoughts?
What's interesting, though, if you do compare the different countries, I have a friend that grew up in South Carolina. She lives in London now, and I went to visit her a few months ago when she was pregnant. She just had her baby. She was telling me that she's going to have all of her children in London while she lives there because she gets 6 months maternity leave paid from her company. Yeah. She works for an American bank, but they follow the laws in Europe. So she says that it's amazing. Everyone's shocked when she tells them in the States you get like 2 months maternity leave paid max.
You know, I was doing, and this is not a joke, a conference call when I was in the recovery room for work, not because I was forced to, but because you feel like you really can't even take any time off. You know, you sort of, you give birth and then you feel like, okay, I still have to go on with my job. It is sad, and I think that's the problem mentally in this country that's different from other countries. We don't give women a break.
There's something I think that we've significantly left out of this conversation, Lou. I think that you could chime in on this a little bit, is that it doesn't pay for some women to go to work right now. Yeah. Because of the cost of childcare, because of the cost of actually making it to work every day, and I will point to some specific policies that have been implemented over the past several years that have made it very difficult for both parents to go to work, and it's actually more beneficial for somebody to stop working and go home.
And part of that, an important part of it, is the taxation level, which is ridiculous and has that influence. But working mothers, so many mothers don't have that choice. They're single-parent households.
That's right.
And they have one of the toughest jobs that you can imagine. And I've got immense respect for them. I respect all mothers, and I'm grateful to them. But what we are doing in allowing this to occur without a thought about the consequence here. Everyone knows what the statistical impact is on young lives if they live in a one-parent household and family. We've got to do better, and we've got to be more intelligent, and we've got to move away from this ideological divide between Republicans and Democrats, conservatives and liberals, and start talking about the consequence of the public policies we adopt on the family.
Yeah. All right. Well, happy Mother's Day to those moms on the couch.